This is Professor Kim Nelson with the Jewelry Design Department at FIT, doing another tutorial for this earring project. Working from my cat. I'm going to go ahead and paint this. Once again, I'm not using headphones today, so hopefully the sound is good enough to be useful to you. I have my design here. It's already in a gel format, so I'll do my painting on canvas. And I'll lock the design so I don't paint on it accidentally. I'm going to work in yellow gold. Something in that area. My usual 2B pencil. Usually I paint around 30-40%. Grain is okay so long as I have a soft paper. A little more opacity than that. Drop the grain a little bit. Just like in real painting, my goal is to keep my brush as large as I can for as long as I can. That's about it. My pearl is done in a very grayed beige color. A little bit darker than that. That's fine. Okay, back to my yellow gold. Gonna go to my shade color. Go ahead and shade the form in here. And I'll do the overall shading in this one. Go to my bright yellow. For my light areas. A little reflected light here in the back. And a light area here and here. Kind of do an overall form here with a light on there. And that light would actually spread out along the tops here a little bit. Reflected light. Okay, so now I'm going to do core shadow. Nice. Here on the cat shadow. And I'm going to come in with my highlight. And boost up the highlights here on the centerpiece. Okay, now I'm going to need to do more detail work, so I'm going to drop my brush size down to a more delicate setting. Come in and refine some of these areas. Just using the same values, adding more detail. The larger the piece is, and this is a fairly good sized piece of jewelry, the more detail you have to be able to put in for it to be believable. These big long areas, I will break them up. I paint them in, because that's where the value is. But then I try and break them up. Swirls, dashes. Usually in an effort to create the impression of more detail. And then highlights. And that should do it for the yellow gold mounting. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to do the pave. The pave on this stone is going to be sapphire. The way I'm going to paint these stones is I'm going to start, well, that brush keeps doing it, After Effects. I'm going to keep it fairly transparent. Fairly big brush. Darker in the corner or washed out towards. Okay, that basically thumps in the color for my sapphires. I need to make sure that my form stays strong. I'm going to boost up my opacity, drop down my brush to a 1.4, 1.5, go very dark. Now on the sapphires that are in the shadow, in the upper left hand corner, I'm going to add in a pavilion crisscross basically. Okay. And then I'm going to do white. White's going to go on the crowns. And I basically do an asterisk, a diagonal, a vertical, and a horizontal. It's kind of a letter K or a star shape. And this will go on every stone. Okay. And now I will pick up a dot or a dash in each pavilion. The dark stones will have less. Okay. So that's basically drawing the stones. I will go now and try and re-establish parameters on the stones. Some of these are disappearing as far as their edges are concerned. I can reaffirm whichever edge I want to. It's just important that I keep track. Keep a sense of what the shapes of these things are. Where one stone ends and another begins. Okay, so that gives me basically the form and the faceting. So now I'm going to do a glaze. Gel layer. Called glaze. I want this to be a good quality gel, so I will dry the selection and paint bucket it with white, give it an opaque base coat, and then take a gel. I want a nice bright blue. Opacity around 30–40%. I want these brush strokes to accentuate the individual shape of the stones. Okay. I'm going to maybe take down the opacity a bit so it's not so dark. And I can either white out the facets, but I think it'll be easier to just paint on a new top layer. Facets. Back this down low, 1/4, so white and high. Opacity 90% or more. And I'll just pick out selected facets. Stones that are in the shadow will get very little. Stones in a more directly highlighted area will get more. Like so. Okay, so I want to feel like those are individual sapphires. If I want to go back into my glaze layer, go down with a nice low opacity, high transparency. I can come back into the highlight areas and lift out some of that glaze, like so. The last thing I need to do is paint all the beads. Painting the beads is also going to help accentuate the form. I'll put it on the fastest layer. There'll be two colors of beads, yellow and highlight. High opacity. Anything that is somewhat hidden or soft in form, not going into the shadow. Will be rendered in this color. Okay. Anything that's in a highlight area will be done in a highlight yellow. These beads can make a big difference in the form of a piece. Okay. The last stage on that faceting, there's a lot of dark brown areas. I'm going to come back onto my canvas. Where I see that, I'm going to paint in. Now in a lot of cases, this is actually pencil line. So there won't be a lot I can do. We do want to kill as much of that kind of dark cocoa color as we possibly can. There. There's our sapphire, there's our yellow metal. Now I'm going to do pearl. Pearls, working very soft in shades of gray. large brush strokes. And actually, I'll keep this on canvas. Two crisp areas, or two, not crisp, but two clear areas of shade on a pearl. Around the bottom of the sphere. And the bruise, what I call the bruise, this area. Contrasting with that, we have the white areas. Here. And a little bit here. Like so. Okay. I'm going to want to put some more color into this. Before I do that, I'm going to come in with this white and just lighten some of this a little bit. That's pretty good. Then I'll go into my glaze, and I'm going to pick some typical pearl colors. A little lavender. A little green. Okay, just let me give it a little more pep. And now it's time for the highlight. You want this to be fairly close to the center here. Not too far off in the corner. But you don't want it centered in the bruise. You want it to be a little off center. Don't want it like a target or a bullseye. Pick up some sparkles. Something like that. Okay, not a bad little pearl. Okay, so I have a pearl, I have my necklace, my earring. I've got some dark colors here in the gold I want to fix. But you have to be aware of when you're actually costing yourself money. Clients aren't going to care all that much. So if you spend too much time fussing over these little details, at some point you'll get in trouble. Because they won't see it as a good investment of their time. So there we go. So there's the earring, and there's the ear. Okay? Now what's interesting is that the ear is obviously not gelled. There we go. So that allows us to have the earring and the pearl and the sapphires. Okay? The next thing I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to put a background on this. New layer. Want the background to be, let's go from blue to pale blue. That's fine. I'm going to select the whole background. Try that again. Here we go. And I'm going to work with a fill. Gradient. Okay. So this is our gradient. I would like to be able to set that gradient at an angle. Like so. Okay. There's my gradient. Okay. I want to gel it. Okay. Once I go gel, I'm going to have this kind of a streaking, which I don't want. I want to see if I can get rid of that by paint bucking it first with white. And then paint bucketing it with the gradient. See if I can take that and gel with less impact. Yeah, it's a little streaky, but not as bad. Okay, so there's my gradient. I want my gradient to be less colorful. So adjust colors. I want the hue shift to go probably more towards the green. But I want the saturation to drop quite a bit. Like so. Okay. And now I'm going to come in here. I want to make that layer much softer. Go to white. For my paintbrush, make my paintbrush large enough. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the ear. See that white? I don't want to do that. I've got to be careful here. So, use a big brush to clean out large areas. And then I'll resort to a smaller brush. To get into the corners. Remember to lift your brush off if you think you're going to have to undo. And you can see how that nicely pops that rendering up. I don't want my ear to be that strong. So I'm going to kick it back. And I would like it to fade out. So, take the opacity down to 16% or so. Brush up to around 35, 37. Maybe bigger. And use it to fade that ear line. That's pretty nice. Okay. So now that I've done that, I'm going to drag a selection around my design. That light. Going to invert selection and clip the radiation. Actually, I've decided I didn't like where I put the new selection in. I like it more like something like that. Okay. Control I to invert, Control X to clear. Okay. Come in with another new layer. I'm going to drag a selection roughly around my piece. It's important that it extends beyond the piece a little bit, that's fine. Okay. And I want a paint bucket fillet. Something dark. Maybe something slightly contrasting. And then while that selection is still going, I'm going to go to Select, Modify. I'm going to contract that by 10 pixels. Undo. More. And contract it by 20 pixels. That's fine. Control X to cut out the middle. Going to play with my color wheel here. Effects, Tonal Control, Adjust Colors. And once again decide what I want to do with it color-wise. Do I want to make it more purple? Do I want to make it more dull? Do I want it darker? Or lighter? Do I want it more green? Once I have something that I think is okay, I'm going to hit OK. I'm going to drag a window around my entire piece. I'm going to Control Alt C to select all the way down to the canvas. I'm going to paste into a new image. Control Tab to get back to my original image. I'll save this and close it. Now, of course, this didn't end up nicely centered at all. I just did it where my drawing happened to be. Now I'm going to pick it up off the canvas. Place it someplace nice. Okay. What I'm noticing is that the sapphires get lost in here. So I'm going to open back up. I'm going to go to my background layer and adjust colors. I don't want to lose those sapphires. Darkening it doesn't help much. Going with more of a green blue helps a little bit, but it actually makes it look too purple. So I'm going to try taking the value up so that the sapphires stand out better. And I'm going to drop the saturation down. And that's not bad. That's not bad. Okay. I prefer that. Select everything again. Although I might want to take that border down as well. So that the bluest thing in there is those sapphires. Or those sapphires. Okay. Select all, Control-Alt-C to select all the way through, and paste into a new image. There we go. I can actually compare it to the other one. This is actually the one I just finished, so Control-Save. Trying to spare Painter a little bit. Yeah, you can see that these sapphires stand out much nicer against this pale background. Not going to save that one. This is all one layer, so canvas, so pick it up so I can move it. Center. Get something I like. I can also use my keyboard arrow keys. It's pretty good. Drop it. And save this. To finish. And that's it. That's a reasonably nice presentation for a Pearl hearing. Thanks for watching.